Hey guys, welcome to MNMM PTE NAATI. This is Mohit. Today's video is about Summarise Written Text for PTE Core student. If you are a PTE Core student, this video is for you. If you are a PTE Academic student, this video is not for you because the way we write summaries in PTE Core is slightly different compared to PTE Academic. But before I start this video, if you're after PTE Academic coaching or PTE Core coaching or NAATI Hindi, Punjabi, Gujarati coaching, you can always contact us using Instagram or Facebook. Simply search for MNMM NAATI or the links to Instagram, Facebook is in the description below. You can always WhatsApp us as well, and the WhatsApp number is in the description below as well. You can use it, have a chat with our admin, and then talk to one of us regarding your exam, regarding your preparation, so that we can help you to clear these exams in your very first attempt. Now let us start this video about Summarise Written Text for PTE Core. Now I have a few pointers that I want to share with all of you, like what are those things that one needs to be careful about. First things first, you have 10 minutes to solve one question in Summarise Written Text. Next is, what is your word count? Because in this exam, whenever it comes to typing something, there is always a word count, okay? So for example, you type your right email, okay? There is a word count. So similarly, you have word count for written text as well, the way you have word count for summarize spoken text. Now over here, it is 25 to 50 words. You have to be between this range. Now, what is your job when it comes to summarize written text? You have a question on your computer screen. The question can be one paragraph or sometimes multiple paragraphs. You have to go through the question and you have to identify main ideas. Now, what do you mean by main ideas? First of all, understand what is a summary. Summary means you have to write down an overall view or overview of a scenario, of a story. You don't have to give them in-depth explanation about something. That is summary, which is why you have to search for main ideas, sentences that are giving you crucial piece of information, and at the same time, they are not in depth, in detailed explanation of that story that is going on. So there are certain things that I would simply avoid including as main ideas in my summary. Number one, examples. I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't be including them in my summary. Sometimes you'll see that they will use example of a university or of a person as as an example in that scenario. Don't include it as a main idea, okay? Then in detailed, in-depth explanations, especially using numbers, percentage values. In this year, this much increase happened. In this year, this much decreased happened. All those data used to make some comparisons, that is not a main idea. That is like in-depth analysis of the main topic, okay? Now, the next thing is quotes. If they have quoted someone or something like a newspaper or a report or a person, I shouldn't be including it as a main idea in my summary. So when you know exactly what to avoid, it becomes easy to search for your main ideas from the question given to you. And now you have to understand that, let's say if from the question you've selected three main ideas, you need to connect them and put them together as a summary of one paragraph, which is why you need some connectors so that it becomes easy to connect your two main ideas. Now this word, because the job of this word is to connect two main ideas, it is called a connector. In English language, there are several connectors, but we cannot remember all of them. So I will suggest you three easy ones. First is moreover, second is furthermore, and third is however. The reason I recommend these three is, first, they are easy to remember, their spellings are very easy, and the way of using these three connectors, as in the punctuations you need to put while using these three connectors, is exactly the same. So it is not a complicated scenario for you to remember where to put comma, where to put colon or semicolon. For all these three, the rule is exactly the same. Now, what I will do is, over here, I have a question, okay? Now, this question, what I would suggest is go through this question, spend around 7 to 8 minutes in writing down the summary, and then the last 2 to 3 minutes in proofreading your work and making necessary corrections in case you've made some typing error, some punctuation error or a spelling mistake, that should be a division of time management for this task. Now, once that is done, you can come back and then I will also share my sample answer. Hopefully, you've written the summary. Now, what I would suggest in these cases is look at, if there are multiple paragraphs, look at one paragraph at a time and find out the main idea. Once you find out a main idea, write it down, then come back and read the next paragraph. So if I look at the first paragraph, the first sentence is very important, but it is a question. If you feel there is a question that is important, you can include it, but without a question mark, and you have to change that question into a sentence and then you can include it. Okay. So if women are so far ahead of men, why are they so far behind? This looks like an important, like a question that is forcing you to think about something. Apart from that, if you look at the first paragraph, it is all about what the reports suggest, say, what this report said and all that, which means they're quoting a report. That is not my main idea. I will only include the first sentence. So what I will do is I will change it from a question to a sentence, because your summaries should not have questions. Okay. So if women are so far ahead of men, they are also far behind. I have selected that as my first main idea. Now, because I want to obviously connect another main idea, I have to be ready with a connector. So what I've done is, immediately after my main idea, I've put a semicolon without any space. Then I have one space. I have written moreover. I've put a comma without any space between moreover and comma. And after comma, there is one space, and I will write down my next main idea. Now, let us go back and read the second paragraph. Now, again, in the second paragraph, the first sentence is again about US college graduates in a specific year. So that is an example. Okay. Then again, they are targeting a specific age. Again, example. But the line after that, the third sentence, yet few women make it to the boards of companies in either country. Now, if you feel the full sentence is not a main idea, but some part of it is a main idea, write down that some part of it. And that is what I've exactly done, because any sentence after that, if you read in UK, this happened, this many percentage, it is all according to a university school of management, their opinion, their point of view. So I have not included that line. So the previous line, the line where I said yet few women make it to the boards of companies, I have included it as my main idea. Few women make it to the boards of companies, right? Now, again, I'm ready with my next connector, because I have to include my next main idea. So I'll come back, read the last paragraph, again try to find out the main idea from that paragraph if there is any. So read the first sentence, again example, taking US example, the number of years, this and this number of companies and all that. Try to read the full paragraph and you will find out that there is only one point where you have some sort of indication that this is an important sentence. We would surely see the number of women director numbers moving up by now. Surely see. Surely see means they are claiming this will happen. Important. Rest everything is all again reports said according to this, examples and all those things. I have included it as my main idea. We would surely see the number of women director numbers moving up. Something is surely going to happen. It is important. So this is how I have written a summary of 35 words, which is within my range. And I have connected my main ideas using connectors moreover and however. Over here, I only had 3 main ideas, so 2 connectors were enough. If you have 4 main ideas, you can use all the 3 connectors and you would not need more than that because there is obviously a word count involved. So it is very difficult to write a summary of more than 4 main ideas and also to make sure at the same time that you don't cross your word count. It is kind of difficult. So this is what the trend looks like. Now, I would suggest that try to solve more and more summaries like this, but there is another way of writing summary in PTE Core, and that is this. Now, if you look at this next one, it is not very different. The main ideas are still the same, but PTE Core students have the liberty of putting a full stop after every main idea. So if this is simpler looking, nicer looking summary for you, you can follow this. You put a full stop after every main idea and then you start the next main idea with a connector. But because this time you're writing the connector after a full stop, the connector starts with a capital letter. The previous one, have a look. Moreover, however, they were in lowercase letters because they were after a semicolon. In this one, it is capital letter, it is uppercase because it is after a full stop, and now you don't need a semicolon. So I write down the connector, comma immediately after the connector, space, and my next main idea. You can also write down your summary using this. Now, the most important thing is you have written your summary. You need someone who should look at your summary and tell you this is the mistake. Your main ideas are not right. Your word count was the error. Your grammar is the problem here. Your spellings were the problem. Your vocabulary has an issue. These things a teacher can tell you, and that is what our focus is on. Manmohit and I, we are giving one-on-one feedback every single day, all 7 days a week to our students. Every PTE Core student has their personal Telegram group. Okay, in that group there is nobody else, as in there is no other student. They are the only student and they have two teachers, Manmohit and myself, and they have a study plan to follow. They exactly know every single day what is their task, which topics they have to do, how many questions need to be done, and they know that they have to put their work in their group so that we can look at it and assess it and give them feedback every single day, all 7 days a week. So if you are after teachers who give you feedback every day and you don't have to search for them and look for them for feedback, you can always contact us, because we believe nothing can replace feedback. Feedback, and that too one-on-one feedback, is the most important commodity, I would say, that a student needs in order to succeed in their PTE Core exam. With this, I'll take your leave. Thank you so much. God bless all of you.